pulse peeks through thrashes, start house, algae, womb, wood, water.
Me siento fuera de ciertas energías institucionalizantes.
Eulalia Books is an independent publisher of poetry and translation, and we're affiliated with Saint Vincent College, which is a Benedictine college that has a long tradition of honoring the history of the book. We're dedicated to publishing poetry that is in some way truly surprising. Maybe we can create an awareness of exceptions in how people understand Argentine poetry or Peruvian poetry. Maybe we can expose works that exist on the margins of the mainstream. And what we really are frustrated with is the tendency of translation to gravitate toward the easy. Easy to find, easy to sell, easy to translate. We, in that sense, prefer difficulty and risk.
Cuando hay algo que me sorprende mucho o que no comprendo o que me da mucho dolor o mucha alegría, a partir de eso escribo, como de algo impactante.
The interruption that death is in someone's meaning, as if living were more than this latency in what we know, to float or to drown in what we were.
My head, like a great crate, holds its catch, lets water through my head inside another head, and further in still, the not my head.
Okay, so we all know about the 3% problem, and depending on how you sort the data, the 3% is actually more like 0.7 or 0.03%. But maybe even more troubling is how we select what is getting translated. When I was away in La Pampa, outside of Buenos Aires, studying the work of an underground writer, Rodríguez last year, I was startled not only by the breadth and ambition of his work that had never come into English and never been made accessible to readers here, but also by all the other authors that I encountered who were outside of the mainstream, outside of the economic privilege of writers who were living abroad, living in Europe, coming to the United States, who were doing the work that was less constrained by those expectations associated with privilege. They were the ones who were really free to be wild and to explore and experiment. And that's the stuff that we're gravitating toward.
Lo saqué afuera.